Let's take a look at Chapter 10 and examine how print advertising enhances the advertiser's media mix. Newspapers and magazines with their unique qualities can complement broadcasts, direct mail, and other media. By using print wisely, advertisers can significantly increase the reach and impact of their campaigns and still stay within their budgets. Selecting the most appropriate media mix for an advertising campaign requires two distinct skills: understanding the unique characteristics of the various media alternatives and determining which medium will most efficiently and effectively reach the campaign's target audience. For now, it will help if you have a basic understanding of two key terms: reach, which is the number of different people exposed at least once to a medium during a given period of time, and frequency, which is the number of times those people are exposed to that medium during that time period. Understanding the characteristics of media options is important not only to media planners and buyers. Account managers, planners, and creatives must also have an appreciation for the strengths and weaknesses of each medium so they can develop strategies and executions that will take full advantage of their alternatives. Print advertising certainly includes magazines and newspapers, but it could also include any message that is produced on printed surfaces, such as brochures, directories, mail, posters, and outdoor boards. All print advertising has several unique elements in common. Compared to television or radio, print advertising has more permanence. Since it stays around for a while, it may be read more than once or passed along to other readers. People also tend to spend more time with print advertising, so it provides an opportunity to present more detailed information and longer explanations. Obviously, print advertising can be an important ingredient in the media mix, the combination of media types that work together to most effectively deliver an advertiser's message. Magazines continue to offer a wide variety of benefits to advertisers, including flexible design options, prestige, authority, believability, and long shelf life. Magazines may sit on a coffee table for months and be reread many times. Consumers can read a magazine ad at their leisure. They can pore over the details of a photograph, and they can study carefully the information presented in the copy. This makes it an ideal medium for high-involvement think and feel products. However, like every medium, magazines also have a number of drawbacks. They are expensive on a cost-per-reader basis, especially for color ads. And since they typically come out only monthly or weekly at best, it's difficult to reach a large audience quickly or frequently. For these reasons, many advertisers use magazines in combination with other media, such as newspapers. When the dark or colored background of the ad extends to the edge of the page, it's said to bleed off the page. Most magazines offer bleed pages, but they charge 10 to 15% more for them. The advantages of bleeds include greater flexibility in expressing the advertising idea, or a slightly larger printing area, and more dramatic impact. If a company plans to advertise in a particular magazine consistently, it may seek a highly desirable cover position. Few publishers sell ads on the front cover, commonly called the first cover. They do, however, sell the inside front, inside back, and outside back covers, the second, third, and fourth covers, respectively, usually at a substantial premium. A less expensive way to use magazine space is to place the ad in unusual places on the page or dramatically across spreads. A junior unit is a large ad, 60% of the page, placed in the middle of a page and surrounded with editorial matter. Similar to junior units are island halves, surrounded by even more editorial matter. The island sometimes costs more than a regular half page, but because it dominates the page, many advertisers consider it worth the extra charge. Sometimes, rather than buying a standard page, an advertiser uses an insert. The advertiser prints the ad on high-quality paper stock to add weight and drama to the message, and then ships the finished ads to the publisher for insertion into the magazine at a special price. Another option is multi-page inserts. A gatefold is an insert whose paper is so wide that the extreme left and right sides have to be folded into the center to match the size of the other pages. When the reader opens the magazine, the folded page swings out like a gate to present the ad. Not all magazines provide gatefolds, and they are always sold at substantial premium. One of the most dramatic developments in publishing is the emergence of magazines with special content, which has given many of them good prospects for long-term growth. The broadest classification of content are consumer magazines, farm magazines, and business magazines. Each may be broken down into hundreds of categories. Consumer magazines, purchased for entertainment, information, or both, are edited for consumers who buy products for their own personal consumption. Examples are Time, Sports Illustrated, Glamour, and Good Housekeeping. Farm publications are directed to farmers and their families, or to companies that manufacture or sell agricultural equipment, supplies, and services. Examples are Farm Journal, Progressive Farmer, Prairie Farmer, and Successful Farming. Business magazines, by far the largest category, target business readers. They include trade publications for retailers, wholesalers, and other distributors. Examples include Progressive Grocer, Bakery News. Business and industrial magazines for business people involved in manufacturing and services. Examples include Electronic Design, American Banker, and professional journals for lawyers, physicians, architects, and other professionals, such as Archives of Ophthalmology. A magazine may also be classified as local, regional, or national. Today, most major U.S. cities have a local city magazine. Examples include San Diego Magazine, New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, and Palm Springs Life. Their readership is usually upscale business and professional people interested in local arts, fashion, and business. Regional publications are targeted to a specific area of the country, such as the West or the South. Sunset, Southern Living are good examples. National magazines sometimes provide special market runs for specific geographic regions. Time, Women's Day, and Sports Illustrated allow advertisers to buy a single major market. National magazines range from those with enormous circulation, such as TV Guide, to smaller, lesser-known national magazines such as Nature and Volleyball. The largest circulation magazine in the United States today is AARP, the magazine, distributed to the 23 million member households of the American Association of Retired Persons. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that magazines come in different shapes and sizes, but it might take one to figure out how to get one ad to run in different size magazines and still look the same. Magazine sizes run the gamut, which can make production standards a nightmare. When analyzing a media vehicle, media planners and buyers consider readership, cost, mechanical requirements, and ad closing dates or deadlines. To buy effectively, they must thoroughly understand the magazine's circulation and rate card information. A magazine's rates are largely based on its circulation. The rate base is the circulation figure on which the publisher bases its rates. It's generally equivalent to the guaranteed circulation, the minimum number of copies the publisher expects to circulate. This assures advertisers they will reach a certain number of people. If the publisher does not deliver its guaranteed figure, it must provide a refund. For that reason, guaranteed circulation figures are often stated safely below the average actual circulation. Media buyers expect publications to verify their circulation figures. Publishers pay thousands of dollars each year for a circulation audit, a thorough analysis of the circulation procedures, outlets of distribution, readers, and other factors by companies such as the Audit Bureau of Circulation, or ABC. Circulation actually gets overstated more often than people think. As many as 30% of consumer magazines audited by the ABC each year don't meet the circulation levels they guarantee to advertisers. Primary circulation represents the number of people who buy the publication either by subscription or at the newsstand. Secondary or pass-along readership, which is an estimate determined by market research of how many people read a single issue of a publication, is very important to magazines. Some have more than 6 readers per copy. Multiplying the average pass-along readership by, say, 1 million subscribers can give a magazine a substantial audience beyond its primary readers. There are 2 readership classifications of business publications, vertical and horizontal. A vertical publication covers a specific industry in all its aspects. For example, Penton publishes Nation's Restaurant News strictly for restaurants and food service operators. The magazine's editorial content includes everything from news of the restaurant industry to the latest food and beverage trends. Horizontal publications, in contrast, deal with a particular job function across a variety of industries. Readers of HR Magazine work in human resources in many different industries. Horizontal trade publications are very effective advertising vehicles because they usually offer excellent reach and they tend to be very well read. Business publications may be distributed either on a paid circulation or controlled circulation basis. A paid basis means the recipient must pay the subscription price to receive the magazine. Bloomberg Businessweek is a paid circulation business magazine. In controlled circulation, the publisher mails the magazine free to individuals who the publisher thinks can influence the purchase of advertised products. For example, individuals responsible for packaging their company's products can receive a free subscription to Packaging Digest magazine. Magazines and newspapers, too, often provide liberal added value services to their regular advertisers, such as special promotions at retail stores, marketing services to help readers find local outlets, response cards that allow readers to request brochures and catalogs, help handling Salesforce broker, wholesaler, and retailer meetings, advance copies for the trade, and marketing research into brand preferences, consumer attitudes, and market conditions. If a publication's basic characteristics, editorial, circulation, and readership, are strong, these additional services can increase the effectiveness of its ads. Magazines offer great potential for relationship marketing since they already have a relationship with their subscribers. 3 dates affect magazine purchases. The cover date is the date printed on the cover. The on-sale date is the date the magazine is actually issued. And the closing date is the date all ad material must be into the publisher's hands for a specific issue. Lead times may be as much as 3 months. One way to compare magazines is to look at how much it costs to reach 1,000 people based on the magazine's rates for a one-time full-page ad. You compute the cost per 1,000 CPM by dividing the full-page rate by the number of thousands of subscribers. Magazines and newspapers often give discounts. Frequency discounts are based on the number of ad insertions, usually within a year. Magazines charge extra for special features. Color printing normally costs 25 to 60% more than black and white. Bleed pages can add as much as 20% to regular rates, although the typical increase is about 15%. Second and third cover rates for the inside covers typically cost less than the fourth or back cover rate. Volume discounts are given for purchasing space in bulk quantities. Cash discounts are given for prompt payment. Premium rates are charged for special features. Rates differ for geographic and demographic issues. By now, virtually all metropolitan news organizations and national magazines have established an online presence. Hundreds of highly targeted upstart publications are showing up on the web, along with magazines created by users on sites such as Flipboard. They are all, however, still trying to figure out how best to incorporate advertising into their new ventures. Initially, most ads were simply banners or pop-ups, but now online publications are offering push-downs, floating ads, billboards, interstitials, videos, and more.